Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Eva and I'm a millennial who is obsessed with makeup. Today we are finally doing a favorites video. I feel like I did one favorites video ever on this channel and it performed really poorly, but you know what? I love watching favorites videos and I really have a lot of favorites to talk about, so I'm going to kind of ignore the fact that my other one didn't perform well and I'm going to continue to do favorite videos, hopefully every month, but who knows, this may turn into more of a quarterly thing. Before we get into my favorites for the month of April, if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe and also follow me on Instagram. It does really help me out if you follow me on Instagram and are also subscribed to my channel. Okay, so let's get into it. I have with me an entire bin of products that I was absolutely loving in the month of April. Now, some of these are ones that I did touch on in my Sephora video, but I just love them so much. I was like, I need to also mention them here. So some of these I might breeze over a little bit more, but I'll mention if they were discussed more in depth in another video. Okay, let's start off with non-makeup. I think I'm gonna do like skincare, hair care, fragrance, and then we'll move into the makeup items. So starting with fragrance, I have been obsessed with the Finery Madame Body Mist. So if you're unfamiliar, Finery is a Target brand of fragrances and they are essentially dupes for higher end fragrances. Now, they come in a body mist formula and then also a more concentrated perfume formula. They launched a bunch of new ones and there were a couple where I was like, I don't know if I want to commit to spending, you know, the $10, $15 more for the perfume. So I'll start with the body mist, and Madame by Finery was one of those. This smells so good. It's also very fragranced to the point where I don't know if it doesn't really seem like it's a body mist to me. It's so fragranced that I think it's more of like an actual perfume. I'll put the notes on the screen because I'm terrible at describing fragrances, but it smells so good and it does smell very luxe, very high-end, and I think this is a really good year-round scent. So I will have the notes up on the screen, and then also if I'm able to figure out what it's supposed to be duping, I'll also include that on the screen. Another fragrance that I have kind of re-fallen in love with is from Fleur, and it is Father Figure. Now, this is a fragrance where when I first got it, I was like, I first smelled it, I was like, it's okay. But once it like sits on your skin, it does something super interesting with the body chemistry. And I think it has fig in it. There's something about it where like as the day goes on, the fragrance evolves in the best way. I will also put up the notes of this one on the screen because again, I'm new to the fragrance world and especially at describing them, but Father Figure is so good. I do think some of the Fleur fragrances are a little overhyped. Like I do have Missing Person, but I don't really like it that much if I'm being honest. But this one is a winner. And I also love the magnetic little cap, just an added bonus thing that I like. Another fragrance, this is one that was mentioned in my Sephora, one of my Sephora videos. This is the replica from the Garden perfume. It smells so good. It smells like one of my favorite diptyque scents that I cannot remember what it's called, but it has notes of like grass, tomato. It smells so good. You might hear tomato and be like, ew. No, it's so fresh smelling. It's so great. And this is one where the next time the Sephora sale rolls around, I will get a full-size bottle of this because I want to invest in it because it is that good. And it is just the perfect spring summer scent. Let's do hair care. This is another one that I mentioned in my Sephora recommendations video, but I can't get enough of this. This is the Drybar Liquid Glass Miracle Smoothing Sealant. And this is a product you use on damp hair after you've detangled it, and you essentially just section your hair out, spray it, and then blow dry. And it does such a good job of leaving my hair like looking really beautiful and glossy. And I also find that when I take the time and do my hair with this, I'm able to go longer between washes. Like for some reason, my hair is less greasy when I use this product. So I highly recommend this if you do have straight hair or you straighten your hair, you have flyaways that you want to take care of, any of the above. This is a really, really great product. And I'm kind of tempted to try their liquid glass shampoo and conditioner next. Let's talk about body care. Oh my God, I am obsessed, as you can tell, with this product. This is from the brand Nara, and they are a newer brand, and this is their dry body oil. It is fragrance free, and it is the most unique body oil I've ever tried. It truly, truly hydrates you, and my skin has never felt softer than when I've been using this product. And I love that it's fragrance free because you can use it kind of like a perfume primer where you can apply it, and then while the body oil is still kind of damp, hasn't fully absorbed yet, add your perfume, and it helps the perfume last longer and last all day. This is one where I am going to restock this because my skin has never felt softer than when I was using this product. This is another one I already talked about in my Sephora video, but it's just so freaking good. And it is the In Beauty Mineral Sun Glow sunscreen in the shade Fair Medium. This is so good. My sister actually picked this up per my recommendation during the Sephora sale. She texted me the other day that she loves it too. It is just a beautiful, beautiful, glowy, but not overly glowy sunscreen. So if you find that the Supergoop Glow Screen is too like tinny and metallic on your skin, this one will be perfect for you because it gives you a nice, very subtle glow without it being overwhelming. So recommend checking this one out. It's available on the In Beauty site and then also at Sephora. Last month I also absolutely destroyed my skin barrier. It was a combination of I think like a product I used, and then also I was like sleeping with a space heater near my face that just dried my skin out. And the Cicaplast Balm B5 Soothing Therapeutic Multi-Purpose Cream completely saved my skin. I used this for several days in a row, morning and night, and it really, really helped my dry skin. It also wore well under makeup. A lot of times, I find that treatment ointments are just far too greasy underneath makeup, but this one, it actually absorbs into the skin, and I could not have survived without this. So if you have dry skin, if you're repairing your skin barrier, if something's going on, you have irritation, recommend checking this one out. Another skincare item is one that I purchased when it first came out, and then I kind of forgot about it, and I was doing a little organizing, and I was like, oh, I want to try that. And I've fallen in love. This is the Summer Fridays Rich Cushion Cream Ultra Plumping Moisturizer. So I think Summer Fridays, personally, some of their stuff, some of their skincare stuff, I think is a little overhyped in my opinion, but this one is underhyped. I think more people need to be talking about this. It is fragrance free. It is so hydrating. It is so softening on the skin. The next day, when I would apply this at night and wake up the next day, my skin would just feel so soft, no irritation, no noticeable clogged pores, etc. I don't remember how much this one is, but I'm pretty sure it's cheaper than the Drunk Elephant Retro Lala cream, and I felt like the results were very, very similar. I will put a note up on the screen with the price comparison, but if you are in the market for a moisturizer that is fragrance free and is really rich, I recommend this one. The last skincare item I have is so good, and it is so budget friendly. It is the e.l.f. All the Feels Facial Oil. So this is the e.l.f. facial oil that has hemp-derived cannabis sativa. And this is a really beautiful lightweight oil. I've been using it throughout the month of April, applying it as the last step in my skincare, especially before makeup. Well, okay, I do this and then I let it dry and then I do my SPF, but you get what I'm saying. And it is a beautiful, beautiful oil. You get so much product. It's fragrance free. There's no crap in it. It is a great product and it's so affordable. I want to say it's under $10. So if you are in the market for a facial oil and you have sensitive skin, this e.l.f. one is so, so good. I'm actually going to take a second and apply some to my hands because they are so dry right now. And something I like about this oil as well is it doesn't leave you like overly greasy. I mean, of course it's an oil, so it's going to leave you oily, but it doesn't take a super long time to absorb. On the rare days when I'm not wearing SPF, which is rare, and I do apply this like directly as the last step before my makeup, I don't have any problems with it underneath my makeup. Let's chat makeup items. So I have quite a few makeup items that I want to talk about. Some of them are new, some of them are rediscoveries. So I'm just going to go at random. Let's start off with a rediscovery. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting in Diffused Light. I also mentioned this in my Sephora recommendations video. I started using this Hourglass powder again, and it is so good. I forgot how magical these powders are. I mean, this is like what their brand was built on. And it is just such a silky, finely milled, smooth powder. It's beautiful on the under eyes. It's beautiful everywhere, all over the face. It doesn't, I find that some powders on me, based on the foundations that I wear, I like to wear really hydrating ones. Some of the powders will sometimes I don't know how to describe it, almost bunch up in the foundation, and it looks really, really unflattering, but I don't have that issue at all with this powder, and this is an oldie but a goodie. So if you already own this, reminder that this is amazing. So get it out of your drawer and start using it again. Another rediscovery is the Givenchy Prism Libra Skin Caring Glow Foundation. Now, I've raved about the concealer several times on this channel, but the foundation version is also magical. It's a rediscovery for me because I recently fake tanned for a wedding, so this was actually more of my color because this is a little too dark for me on an everyday basis, and I was able to wear this again because it finally was a color match, and it is so, so pretty. It really just provides such a great level of glow without being greasy, without being too glowy, and it also just wears so beautifully on dry skin. I don't have any issues whatsoever when I wear this foundation, and I feel like I need to get a lighter shade during the fall Sephora sale so I can wear this year round. Another complexion product that I'm surprisingly so obsessed with is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops. Now, the original formulation of these were the Dew Drops. I don't like the Dew Drops. I don't like them. I'm going to be decluttering this when I do my primer declutter at some point because I just find that this makes my skin sticky and it also irritates my skin. It's overly fragrant. For some reason, this one, which is also fragrance, doesn't irritate my skin, but this one just, I don't like it. This one, however, is beautiful. I find that when I apply this, it provides just the perfect amount of sun-kissed glow. It's when you first pump it out, it looks scary and you might think, oh gosh, that is going to look way too dark on me, but it really does blend out really beautifully. So you are left with a nice tan sheen. It's not over the top, whereas the bronzy drops from Drunk Elephant, which I love, I have to mix those in with a moisturizer or I will look way too tan and it's way too fake on me. This one, I don't know, it must be because of the formulation where it's a little more diluted, that when I'm blending it out, the pigment spreads out more. I don't know, but I'm so glad I randomly decided to pick these up because I've been loving using this product. I have to talk about the RMS bronzers. Yes, I did a whole video about them, but I have fallen in love with these. I will have the video linked up above if you want to see me raving more about these, but my favorite shade for my skin tone is definitely Beach Walk Betty. Oh, it is just so, so beautiful. In that video, I will swatch all of them, talk about them all, but this formula is absolutely divine. If you love their blushes, you will love this formulation. And it just gives the most natural, ethereal, sun-kissed bronze look. A lot of bronzers for me look like I'm wearing bronzers because I'm so fair-skinned, but this one, especially this shade, it's perfection. Also, I should mention I do have a 20% off code with RMS. It is Dear Eva Hansen 20. So if you do decide to pick this up, use my code. I have a couple other bronzers I want to talk about. These are some I picked up because I'm going to be doing a big, extensive bronzer video. I don't know when I'm going to do it yet because I have a lot of bronzers that I'm thoroughly testing. But this is the Sephora Collection Contour Stick. I picked this up during the Sephora sale because they were doing that 30% off on Sephora Collection items, but I would have paid full price for this because this is beautiful. Check out this shade. This is the perfect contour if you are fair-skinned. If you're like, oh, that looks great, that's the point. Contour is supposed to look like a shadow, and this is such a beautiful, beautiful formula and beautiful shade match for me. Oh, I should also mention this is the shade 01 Fair Light. And again, this is the Sephora Collection Contour Stick. These launched last month, so this is a newer launch. Another bronzer that I've been loving and testing out for that video is from CL, and this is the Sculpt and Protect SPF 30 Sculpting Stick. And this is the shade 01 Light. First off, I really love the size of this stick. I feel like some of the sticks come and they're just too wide for application. This one is the perfect size if you want to bronze, or if you find one that's more of a contour shade for you. It's thin enough and narrow enough that you could contour with it. And I'm going to show you what this one looks like. This one is a bronzer. This is not a contour because you'll see just how much warmer that one is, but I have been loving this, and anything that has added SPF, I love. Of course, you're not going to apply this all over your face, but it's just nice to be able to have products that are functional, great formulas that have added sun protection. You know what, before we move on, just for the fun of it, I am going to swatch Beach Walk Betty next to the other two bronzing products. So this is Beach Walk Betty here, and then we have the contour, and then we have the CL Sculpt Stick here. I have a product that I want to bring up because it's one that I originally like poo-pooed and was like kind of meh about when I did my blush video that I've come to love. And it is the Milk Makeup Cooling Water Jelly Tint. Now, my first criticism when I picked these up was like, I don't know, it feels gimmicky, but to be honest, it's just really, really fun. And please note, the way you apply it, you do not drag it on your face because it will stain. You need to apply it with a stippling brush. So you need to open the product, get a stippling brush, get the product, and then put that on the face. Which, yeah, that kind of is gimmicky because like the point of this was supposed to be that it's like a cool jelly sensation when you apply it to your cheeks. But I really have been having fun with this product. I don't need any more shades. I mean, if they want to send me a shade, of course, but I'm not going to buy any more shades because I don't feel like I need that many cheek stains. But the color I do have is Burst. I don't want to swatch it on my hand because it will be there for 24 hours. But this is what it looks like in the tube. You know what? Whatever. I'll do a quick swatch. That is what the swatch looks like up Burst. It's just a beautiful, beautiful pink for summer. Also, I'm sorry if I'm not making direct eye contact with the camera very much, but I'm using a different camera and I'm still kind of like not used to, I'm still like looking in the viewfinder too much. So please know I'm trying here. Okay, the rest of the products are lip products, and then we have one flop that we have to talk about. So going through the lip products, this one. I'm so glad I picked this up during the Sephora sale. This is the Givenchy, I think, oh yeah, Prisma Glass Gloss. Now they just launched 2 more shades this week that are nude shades, and I'm so tempted, but I've got to stop. I've got to stop. This is the shade 05. I picked up 05 and then another pink one. I don't remember what that one is called, but it was stupid for me to pick up both of them because they're so similar. But this gloss is just so beautiful. I'm going to apply it over what I have on. I don't even remember what I have on. fragrance free, thank goodness, because all these luxury brands for some reason think we want to smell like a funeral home. Like for some reason, they think we want to smell like potpourri, and I don't know why they think that. Thankfully, Givenchy, oh no, this is not, oh my God. This is not Givenchy, this is Giorgio Armani. Sorry, this is Armani, not Givenchy. Armani doesn't want us to smell like potpourri, and we appreciate that. Another lip product that I've been loving. I mean, I loved it when I did my review, but this color in particular, I've been getting so much use out of, and it is the Haus Labs pH Hybrid Lip Glaze in the shade Macaron. I feel like I've really been gravitating towards like pink lips lately. And this one is so comfortable. It's so pretty. This is what it looks like. You know what? I will also swatch. Here we go. I will swatch the Giorgio Armani gloss next to it. Okay, it's like kind of hard to tell, but the Haus Labs one is way more pigmented than the Armani gloss. Like significantly more pigmented. So if you're actually like debating between the two, that will hopefully help you make a decision, even though the formulas feel very different on the lips. A lot of lip products, just a lot of lip favorites. Okay, touched on these in my Ulta video. Oh my God, I'm obsessed. These are from ColourPop, and these are new. These are their So Juicy Plumping Gloss Bombs. These are their take on like the Tarte Maracuja. I've been doing YouTube for over a year and I still can't say that word. I think it's Maracuja. You know what I'm talking about. The very popular like plumping lip glazes. This is the ColourPop take. I like the ColourPop ones more. I've tried so many versions of the Tarte ones, and this one I'm pretty sure is my favorite. Like definitely the one that comes to mind when I'm thinking of like favorite alternatives. Something I really love about the ColourPop one is it's a much thinner formula. So with the Tarte ones, sometimes if it's really easy to over apply where you get like, I hate this term, but it's referred to as like butthole lips, where like when you open your mouth, some of that product, like it's like cobwebby, it looks weird, but with this one, because it's so thin, you don't have to worry about that. These also do have a very, very subtle, nice plumping element to them. It is like on a scale of 1 to 5, it's a 1. Like it is very, very low plumping. So if you're like worried, if you have like, don't have a high tolerance for plumping, tingling things, don't worry about it. These are so, so good. I got a few more colors because I've just fallen so in love. And this one is the shade Guava Glaze. 2 more lip products. And then I forgot about another favorite we're going to do, and then we're going to do the flop. These should be viral. These should be viral, and they're not viral. These are from Physicians Formula, and these are their butter tinted lip conditioners. First of all, this packaging is so cool. It's like very K-beauty in my opinion. Like there are a lot of K-beauty brands who have really, really cool packaging like this. Okay, so what is this? This is a tinted lip conditioner from Physicians Formula. It has a wand, and it is such a gorgeous pigmented, I would say it's a gloss. So this is the shade. Oh, that's helpful. Okay, well, I accidentally removed the label that had the shade name. This is the product. It is so comfortable. It is really pigmented. I need them to come out with like 20 more colors because they only have 3 right now, and all 3 of them look quite similar. Here is the other shade, also color not listed, but this one is like the pinkier, more neutral. Actually, that's not more neutral. The pinkier shade here. But they're non-sticky, they're hydrating, they're just really, really, really beautiful. They're a thinner consistency. I was like rubbing in the lip glaze from Haus Labs to see if there's a similarity. It's not. Like they're thinner than the Haus Labs ones. They're just a different product, but they're so comfortable, so hydrating. They're really pigmented, and I need them to come out with more colors. They need to have more colors because just having 3 colors of these is criminal because these are so, so good. Before we move into the flop, I did have another favorite I want to mention. I love the Moira Love Heat Cream Blushes. This is kind of like their take on the Tower 28 blushes. The formula is incredible, and I have been wearing shade 14, I Desire You. I love a purpley blush, and this one is just so pretty. It's a really gorgeous, wearable, cool toned pink with like a little bit of lilac, and these blend out so beautifully. I also just like love the packaging, and Moira is so affordable. These are under $10, I'm pretty certain. So if you've not yet checked out this formula from Moira, highly recommend it, and check out shade 14, I Desire You. Okay, now we are moving into the flop of the month. I'm sure there will be other months where there will be tons of flops, but this one is one that just really stood out to me, and I have to warn you about it. This is the Maybelline Lifter Plump Maxi Lip Chili Pepper Piment Chill. Why does this have so many words in it? We're just gonna call it the Maybelline Plump Gloss. These came out maybe like 2 months ago, and I feel like someone warned me about these on the internet and I didn't listen, but I was like, oh, I like love their other gloss, the Lifter Gloss. So I was like, oh, these can't be that bad. These are painful. Like, I have a very high tolerance for pain, especially when it comes to beauty products, because no pain, no gain. This hurts so bad. It's so uncomfortable. It like tastes weird because of like the chili pepper in it. No, these are not good. Don't recommend them. These are a flop for sure. And again, these are the Lifter Plump Gloss, not the normal Lifter Gloss. It's the plumping ones. The normal ones are incredible, but avoid the plumping ones. And if you are not already subscribed, please subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Thanks, and I hope to see you in my next video.